at this, Boom! And I just realized I'm wearing a green shirt, I think, even though it doesn't
Oh
look green.
man, I'm proud of you.
I thought I was wearing a gray shirt, to be honest with you.
Well, go change your shirt, man.
No chance.
No chance.
It
You
look
just want to be another
well,
Force Ghost
when I
again.
put more light on it. It's just fun. You know what we're gonna start with? Boom! Preemptive strike. Go blue or go move for still frosty. Coming with
Go
probability.
boo!
Beach of the Destroyer coming in with $2 for Russ and the All Father. Brad, talk about the Space Wolves. I will actually, because I am a.
You're pretty pumped about them.
I am. I'm a believer. I was not a believer, and I became a believer. I really think that the wolves with certain manipulations are legit. I was just talking to Gary Frank about this last night, as a matter of fact, because we were making Tyranid list for him, but we were also talking Space Wolves, because he's a big Space Wolf guy. And I was saying how Hunter, myself, and Crawley were talking a lot about wolves. I mean, shit. Hunter and I played in the last game, and I felt that like half our game was more talking about things that to do in the list in the future than our game itself. So, but I really like Space is the winningest game army in the game you're in. And the thing is that it's, for me, Space, when you look at some of those percentages, I'm looking at the percentages, but I'm taking it back to what are the percentages when you're talking about people playing it at the highest level, and playing against it at the highest level. Because that army does have weaknesses. It has move blocking weaknesses. It has getting there weaknesses if people have just a shit ton of stuff on the board. So can you be put in counter wolf jail? Yes. And we were talking about what you want in the back, because I know people love, and I love my woofing, don't get me wrong, but woofing being OC0 is a big thing, and I want more stuff to just block. The woofing are still on foot. I was really sold on the jump assault intercessors on that army, advancing and charging and just picking up the chaff and not being held in, because the same shit that can move block your woofing can move block your woofing. And if you fight and kill and then get on the objective, it means a whole lot of nothing if you're OC zip. So I've been back and forth on them. Like, I really like the 3 units of assault, jump assault intercessors, of course the wolf package itself. It's just what's behind it. And I like having a couple of big tanks. Like the Gladiator Reaper tank has always been good, but I think its stock is stonk rising right now because of the fact that it's freaking sustained 2 against infantry, and we're going into an infantry game. So that tank makes a lot of sense to me when you're talking about twin link dev wounds. It's a big deal.
I mean, I was a fan of that tank even before Orcs took over. Just being able to throw out that many shots with the potential for twin link devastating wounds seems really good. But now that you get sustained hits against all these infantry armies that are coming about.
It's just bananasville, because it's such a volume. You're like, hey, how do I take out this chaos? How do I take out this green tide? The wolves, everything. There's so many armies. There's just infantry. Hell, even all of your wraiths are infantry because the technomancers there. So it's a big deal on that. Danny, should Brad play Skaven in AOS, and why is the answer yes? So I do love Skaven, but only if I get to hit the old bell. I'll roll.
Did you see some of those models though, Brad, that came out?
The
teasers for them?
I have not, actually. I'll check that out.
We'll pull up Warhammer Community. They did last week. They had a preview, and actually it might have been 2 weeks ago now, but they look really cool.
Weirdly enough, I was looking at the Disciples of Zinch, which I think is a pretty fucking cool army too. Carradine Overlords, Gene Stealers. Oh, it's too far down. I can't find this. That seems that. I mean, if it's not the open, this is why I didn't see.
I said it was 2 weeks ago, so it's not.
Yeah, then it might as well be forever ago.
You are so lazy.
Yeah. What?
As long as you acknowledge and own that.
Faction focus Skaven. All right. Let's look at some of the stuff. Battle traits. Oh, those are pretty good, actually. Ooh, I want the Fleshmeld Menagerie. Oh, they have warp flame cannons. Those are awesome. I just the fact that they have all the warp guns is just fucking cool to me.
They need to put Skaven in 40k. I think it would be very
It's
popular.
weird that they're not, to be honest with you.
I mean, they have the lore.
They're the most tech thing in there. Finally got a Custodes FAQ? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Orcs got an FAQ as well today.
What was the... God, now I got to go...
Just clarification on transports and stuff. Did Tau get an FAQ? They need one.
They don't need anything.
They need to allow me to bring back all the crew with my Warshaper.
Dude, I want this Feast claw pack. This is sick.
Why don't you do a screen share so everyone can see what you're talking about?
I'd have to size it up. That's not happening.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about, and then you're just like, to hell with you, Brandon.
You're right.
Do a screen share so you can see.
That is true, Kyle. I will talk. You know what? I'll call you today. When I say I'll call you today, it means I may or may not call you today.
You're totally not getting a call today. Maybe Friday.
I am fairly busy today, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be Friday.
Yeah, I should have sure half his worldly belongings. Ha! Eloise, that's where you can't get me because I don't travel with anything. The only thing you can actually get me on is sometimes I need my goddamn drugs. That's a real thing. All right. Index FAQs, Orcs. What do we got? Orcs is the best.
Actually, while you're looking that up, I want to talk about what I'm doing. So, earlier today, it's official. I'm the best top player in the ITC. Woo woo. And in celebration, I want to paint up 120 crew bases. So I'm painting up 120 crew bases on stream. Because that's the next list I'm going to be taking to a tournament.
Hold on. I found something with everybody. Boom! Suck it, Trebek! They made sure that they knew that my Gretchen could get their goddamn CP in the first round. Screw you.
That was such a dumb thing.
Yes, I know, and it pissed me off, and I'm glad that they clarified it. So, boom! That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're saying?
What else do we got? Battle Wagon Transport section. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to why they had to FAQ that. It literally states that in the fucking thing.
Well, I mean, they had to have stated it for something, so something must have changed, Brad.
It didn't. It just doesn't. It says the same thing. It just words it slightly different, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
Is there a Tau FAQ?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it in a second. I'm too busy being awesome about Orcs and Gretchen. Boom! Suck it again.
Gaz is only 15 shots or 15 slots. Oh, okay. See, KR, thank you, KR. I knew something changed.
Oh, it's just Gaskell then. My bad. Oh, you can put a whole unit of him with. You can put an actual bunch of dudes with him.
That's a pretty big deal, Brad.
Because there's a slot for 7, and those guys take up 2. You can put a couple bros with them. My bad, everyone. You know, reading is fundamental.
That's a pretty big change.
Boom. Let's go to Tau. Oh, they got everybody got an FAQ today. So many FAQs.
Why are we just finding this out now? That's what I want to know.
5-8. Well, you guys got your FAQ was updated on the 8th. What are you bitching about?
I don't know. What was in it? I didn't look at it.
You played a tournament with it.
Doesn't mean I read it.
Two things.
Oh, is this where they alternated assault and
lethal
hits? All right.
Your FAQ's dumb.
Yeah.
Let's look at Custodes. Boom. Custodes. Errata. Blah, 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 blah. The range of the Bear's knowledge is increased to 9 inches. Oh, Peaches Destroyer coming in with $5 super chat. 10th edition TCAP Death Star is watered down flat Diet Coke version of the 7th. I mean, whoa. Those are fighting words. 7th edition Death Stars were holy shit. Kind of missed 8, 9 when me taking them was a skill flex. Yes, 7th edition was trash fire for Death Stars. Like, no one wants to go back to that.
Whoa. Speak for yourself.
Nah, screw you. Invisibility, rerollable 2-up saves, and a feel no pain.
Hey, I miss my Thunderfire Cannon Death Star. Thank you very much.
I did like 8th edition. Was it 8th edition? I think 8th edition and Thundercat was the best. It was not super busted because what I'm saying, between the rules and everything, it wasn't super busted, but it wasn't. It was much more durable. It's more durable than it was now. Got a feel no pain. Valerian abilities. He's got Deep Strike, Feel no Pain, 6+, and a leader.
Oh, Game Field or Deep Strike. Proud of him.
I mean, why did he not? He didn't have Deep Strike originally?
No, he did not have Deep Strike in
the
codex.
Oh my god. Whoever wrote the Custodes fucking codex should be beat with a stick. I'm sorry, but like,
it's what it is they do the bare minimum and they just keep the data sheets mostly the same, because even in the Marine book, the data sheets hardly change.
I get that, but that's fine, but like,
it's just it's a bold assumption that the index sheets were good enough.
Yeah, you're exactly, KR. Valeria got Deep Strike, a weird interaction got fixed, and a word typo. Yeah, I just whatever.
Custodes are OP now.
The problem isn't that Custodes are stronger now, which they're not really, but like, again, we talked about this. The problem is that the fucking Custodes book has no oomph, has no flavor, man. It's got no life. Vim, vigor. Let me miss twice again. Oh, dude. That whole battle tactic, using stuff twice was bananas. I mean, to be honest with you, yes, they're not doing well, but also they're doing not well and doing it boring. You're gonna do bad, do it in style. I'm sorry. You can be a bad army as long as you're Flavor Town awesome army. You know what I mean? Is a good change to the free battle tactic thing to just make every free strat ability unit a once per battle ability per data sheet that works on any strat? Yeah, like a fucking 100%. Danny, I've literally been saying that since the beginning. Most of your shit can be used and awesome. It can be a great, you get big turns. You have to use your generalmanship. When you can only use things once a game, it's a big deal. It makes you have to figure out when the best time to use it is. Just derping up free shit and stuff you use every single turn is a big. I'm going to stand on my soapbox. I said forever that anything besides
for this shit.
No one has given me one. There's so many memes. Somebody asked in the chat from yesterday's, is Brad bald? I'm like, yes. I was like, I just thought everybody knew that.
I did send you the memes about you drinking wine and painting, so you should include those in your portfolio.
But the thing is about it is it you can make really strong broken type strats if they're once, you know what I mean? Because it's one big turn. You have to decide when to use it. It's just you're using the same shit over and over and over again. I've said this since the beginning of strats, man. It's just, you find a couple strats and you just spam them. Push the button. Derp, doop, doop.
I think Tau actually is the most restrictive of all the stat use because it's limited to certain turns.
Yeah, well, I think they did a good job about that, to be honest with you, because they did different things with the detachments. I just think that all of these, like, use a free strat, you doing this, it should be once a game you can use a free strat. Don't limit it at all. And have big turns, you know what I mean? Have big, exciting turns where you can have high risk, high reward type plays, you know what I mean? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to use it this turn, and I don't have it anymore. So it's a big deal.
The one strat I thought I was going to use way more than I actually did was the +1 to wound on an objective. It just never came up. Like all the stuff holding objectives were always like infantry, and anytime a tank came down, like it was always earlier in the game. So it's like, and because it's limited, so you can't use it until turn 3. It just never really popped up. The one I did all the time though was the redeploy with my ghost keel and self suits. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm just reading 1+. The first time I can use my one use thing is when I use it always. I'm an old man. I have patience. I would be dropping that shit on turn 4 all the time. They're like, you can do what? Boom! Still available, bitches. You know what I'm never doing ever again? Not having my damn unicorn bag with all of my player aids on it.
You did seem a little out of place with the unicorn bag.
It has everything. It has an extra toothbrush in it. It has.
Does it have a bottle opener?
It does. It has a corkscrew. It has extra drugs in it. You know what I mean? I have stuff. And it sucked not having all of my extra shit. I didn't have my laminated score sheet, which is a big deal because I love being able to put notes to myself. I don't know, maybe don't leave your reserves the fuck off the board. Hey, if the guy's got a 4 up, feel no pain. And the wog turn.
Hey, Eloise did the same thing, so it's okay.
So it just...
leaving stuff off the table.
It just bothers the shit out of me. I preach that all the time, too. I just hate when I go, you should definitely do this, and then I don't do it. You know what I mean? Use everything that you can. It also makes the game feel easier on that, because you have your reminders, you're not searching for shit, you know. Warp Talons are going to destroy trash units. What's your plan, Brad? I will destroy the Warp Talons is my plan. Warp Talons are the most terrifying unit in the game for me. Because my whole plan of making you come to me to kill my trash doesn't work as well. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. Using transports like more aggressively to take things. I got to look at somebody tell me the timing on the Warp Talons. Because
it's as soon as they kill a unit in close combat, they go immediately back in
reserve.
But
what happens first though? Because if you kill my vehicle, I by the rules have to finish the resolution of getting out. So I would just jam my dudes into combat with you.
I don't know if that matters.
Oh, they can't bounce if they're in engagement.
Sure, they can. Plenty of you. I mean,
they cannot.
Do we have the ability up?
Yeah, they have to kill the thing. They can't be in engagement range of people.
So wouldn't the solution then be just to heroically intervene your army?
Yeah, exactly. Heroic. You can heroic. You can. It depends on the transport thing. Because I'm willing to push up trucks and stuff. You know, trucks, rhinos, whatever. With people inside, if I can hug them and then kill them. I don't care about the fallback strat. I just don't want them back up in the air. If you're still there, that's fine. So basically they're on their turn, they're killing my thing, and then at the end of the fight phase they're bouncing. If they're touched, they can't bounce, and I'm totally okay with them being still there. I can still kill them. I can't kill them when they're off board.
I just don't think they're killing that much. Did I completely misinterpret their stat line that they're
just really good at taking out the trash, dude? Nothing is better than them at taking out the trash. They can fall back up in the air, but they couldn't do that on my turn. So that's a big thing.
It's almost as if we need the Chaos Codex to check all this stuff out.
So that's a big deal. Oh, they can't disembark into big engagement range. That's true. I'm just lying.
Yeah, so I think you just swap what units are out first, I guess.
Yeah.
Or heroically intervene with
I was thinking
durable.
of them, piling into me. It's the other way around. I was like that. I was killing their transport, but so they don't have one. But,
I mean, are 20 swings killing a transport?
No, if you get a 10-man unit, you have the big thing.
Yeah, but that's also like, how many points is that?
They're not that many, dude. Like if I was bringing chaos right now, I'm going to bring either 10-5-5 or 10-10-5, or even 10-10. Like Minik's talking about bringing 10-10-10. What armies don't I play? I don't play Guard, AdMech. What don't I play?
Knights.
Oh yeah, Knights. Fuck. I don't even. Knights don't exist to me. I'm hurt from the goddamn lance formation back in 7th. Was it 6th or 7th that we had the lance formation? That was
Formations were 7th.
7th was all of them. Yeah, 220 for 10. Lethal hits on vehicles, for sure. I have played GK. I played GK last year 2 years ago at Du Bois. And I had a good time playing them.
You borrowed it, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, 100%. I own 0 GK models. But yeah,
That's not true. You own Pinky the Dreadnought.
Yeah. I can't play on any swarm, Gary. You know I'll die. We already talked about this. So, fucking, oh. But you have to have some of these things because, like, I think you're gonna have to in chaos. You're gonna have to have some 10-man units if you want to play the warp towns because people are bringing hordes, man. Get a back brace and some wine and suck it up, dude. I don't think I can physically manage anymore. I used to when Britt traveled with me and other people would help. I ran hordes for what was it 3 years in a row, dude? When I played CSM and then what was I playing?
Well, you did it with Dark Eldar, didn't you?
Yeah, Dark Eldar and CSM, back to back. I was running armies with over 200 models because I played that 2 years, or I played that 1 year at WTC, but I played them WTC, ATC, and then I played another Horde army right after that. Dude, I need to read this. Every time I'm losing a game of 40k, I just look off to the sky and hope everyone's favorite 40k Uncle Brad will just come out of nowhere like magic off the top rope with a chair to help me win. I'm gonna start doing that. Instead of just going to the table, I should have done that with Eloise this weekend. Just when she's playing a game, just obliterate her opponent with a chair and go, that's not the rule.
Apparently, Brad's going to start coming to your tournaments and just jump from, the upper ring and just deck people with chairs.
He did that at Rocky Top. He came to my table and just sat there and looked at me play. And when he left, my opponent was about to shoot his bridge. It was super weird.
Apparently, between you, Sean, myself, and Crawley all walking by Eloise's games, like people were just terrified.
So I am a middle table champion, and you guys terrorize those people.
Fucking Demon Prince has 14 sweep attacks. I mean, at least he's only damaged 1, but holy shit. How much is that, dude? This dude's kind of a motherfucker. Kyle just sent me the Demon Prince. Jeez, he does mortal wounds too? Holy crap. He's a $165. And dude, so check this out. Ready house. Each time this model ends a charge move, select one enemy unit with an engagement range of it and roll 1d6 for each of the model's remaining wounds. For each 4+, the enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 6 mortal wounds. And this dude has 10 wounds. It's like a pimped out tank shock, you know what I mean? Because it's on 4+. Because it maxes out at 6, but that's a tank shock without doing any CP. That's good.
I'm ready for Tau to get point cuts now.
I do think Tau got hit too hard, to be perfectly honest. Dude,
seeing the Necron stuff still be underpointed and seeing all the Chaos Space Marine and the Orc stuff be dramatically underpointed is just weird to me.
All I'm saying is, over the weekend, Gene Stealers, Space Wolf, Grey Knights, top 3. Boom! Suck it, Trebek. Man. Who's bringing Iron Storm Space Wolves? Somebody brought fucking First Company, by the way. That guy's a champion.
Somebody plays well with the Anvil. Task the Stay Still one.
The Anvil?
Yep.
Nice. Sometimes you got to do some weird shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm turning off my camera for 2 seconds, everyone. Give me a moment. I need to make myself be able to breathe again. I can find my camera. Jesus Christ, where did I put the camera down here? Click.
Oh, he vanished.
I just said I was gonna vanish.
He vanished.
Yeah.
Turning off your microphone would probably be cool too.
Yeah, fuck you. I didn't mean that. I used a bunch of nose spray and shit, and then I fucking thought I was gonna be okay. That is true. Someone with 5-0 with champions of Rust. That is 100% a Chad among boys. Votan's just waits until there's stuff. The army's fine. It just needs freaking data sheets. You know what I mean? It's just
that new unit is awesome. I feel like it solves a lot of problems for them.
possibly, you know what I mean? It should, I mean, to be fair, they just need units. You know what I mean? It just, when you only have a couple data sheets, it's hard to come up with answers to a changing meta. You know?
Yeah.
It's a big, exactly. I'm magically getting ready to top rope someone. I gotta be like Beetlejuice, man. All you gotta do is say my name 3 times. I just show up. What's going on? I heard they had wine.
Yeah, there was a guy who used a fire strike turrets at Rocky Top. He played against Hunter. It died immediately.
KR is bringing up the Fire Strike servo turret for literally years now. It feels. It's a big deal on that.
I don't think it's as bad. It's that bad, but I would never have it in my army.
The ideal Feldhammer or Soul Lords first. And why is it 3 Lords of Skulls? You know how I feel about big models. It's so expensive. Nothing on the Deceiver. Deceiver's like legitimately. I played him in the team tournament this year, and
the Adepticon team tournament.
And sorry, I didn't. Mitch had him, but Mitch played 3 games with me, so I basically had him. So he's better than you think. You know what I mean? He's just not freaking big dog. He does not. Why can't I think of either one of their goddamn names? Nightbringer and Void Dragon.
Void Dragon.
I just had a stroke on stream apparently, which is a real possibility. So somebody watch out for that and call the hospital.
Do you smell burnt bread?
I'm in a perennial state of toast now. But man, there was all over the place. I can't believe like everybody apparently was playing Bully Boys.
So Brendan, tell the world how you made those.
Oh, Eloise wants you to tell the world how I made my bases. But continue your story first, Brad.
No, I was just saying that like I'm looking at what was played. You know what I mean? Like obviously Space Wolves are going to play Stormlance because the Thunder Wolf Jail is real. But there's 1 billion games played with Orcs. There's 534 games played. 345 of them are played by Bully Boys.
Are Bully Boys actually good, or are they just durable and they allow you to be forgiving with mistakes?
The answer is yes to both. They're very playable. I think it's going to be like we were saying yesterday. When I say we, I mean me. Saying that, I think that as people understand how to play them, their win rate's going to go way down. I think that they're still a very strong army, don't get me wrong. But when everybody realizes that just don't engage them. I mean, that game that Mike had versus Garrett goes to show you. He just put literally Rough Riders and Bullgrins in the way of them. And he got the game, but like he won by like 4 points. You know what I mean? He just slowed him down. And you can do that. It's not easy, but it's 100% easier than just trying to kill everything with a 2-up, 4-up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that that'll go down a bit. Is it a super strong army? 100%. You know what I mean? So it'll continue to be really strong. I mean, it is easier to paint the tie. Good story. True story. I want toast with glorious French cheese and cold cuts.
So this morning we found a European grocery store. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get AVC, all the stuff that Eloise wants, and we find out it's a Eastern European grocery store, and they had none of the things that Eloise wanted.
They just you're like, what did you buy? Sadness.
So we took her to a different store, and the first thing that she did, she grabbed her little cart, and then she went right over to the bakery, touched one of the French baguettes, and was immediately disappointed. I've never seen the happiness.
French.
I told you, all you can buy at the Eastern European store is a box of sadness.
They didn't even have pierogies. That made me really sad.
Peach is coming into the half-hour mark telling me to like and subscribe, please, both the channels. It makes a big deal for us. It helps on the metrics, and it gets more people to watch. And it makes it so that I can continue to have food. And that's always a good thing. You know who did really well this weekend? Drukari. 54% win rate, man. And I'm not counting the one guy that played Real Space Raiders and got 80%.
I want to talk about these crew detachments that keep popping up and doing well. Where
Dude,
are they, and who's playing them?
all I know is, you know who it wasn't? It wasn't freaking you bum.
No, I was busy picking up the Kion detachment, making sure that somebody got an X in one placement with
Look, man, you guys were 51% over the weekend with Kayan beating Mount Cal by 2%, but losing miserably to 60% win rate with the crew detachment. Most powerful detachment in Tau, laughably.
It's so powerful. I'm making my 120 crew carnivore bases right now.
All of the things, all of the time. So,
I'll tell you how to beat Bully Boys. You throw 120 crude at them, and then you just keep recycling them.
I mean, I was just talking about it last night. Tyranids finally picking it up just a little bit. They had 47% over the weekend, but they had 50% in Unending, Synaptic, and Vanguard. You know what I mean? And they had a multiple X and ones. So I think the Tyranids are one of the armies that has the biggest discrepancy between people that are very, very good with the army and everybody else. Because I think a lot of people are just not doing well with the army because they're trying to play old school, just monster smash you. And you can beat so many armies by just freaking gargoyles, man. You know what I mean? Just bodying out people is banana vision. And you should definitely use banana vision. It's the best vision. So, but man,
I mean, Eloise got bananaed by Zangors.
Banana.
it is. You can just, and the best thing about gargoyles is you can't stop them from screening you because they're like, hey man, remember when I flew? I'm like, ba-doo! It's a big deal in that. So it's wild on the power of just move blocking is just a huge thing. And you can't stop them. Like, hey, you put up a screen, I will jump your screen to screen. So I love everything about that. I'm a huge gargoyle. I think gargoyles are like wildly the best thing in the Tyranid Codex, hands down. So also OC2, their battle line. Kaboom, bitches. Blood Angels kind of rock, by the way. Take it easy, brother. I love that. Why is the Sons of Sanguinius detachment winning at such a low rate? Go.
Player plays train doesn't help it. The increases of Death Company point costs.
You think so? Because it was doing
Yeah.
fine. It just still hits bananas hard.
Yeah, but it also went up like 150 points from when it was winning even more.
Meh. Dude, let's talk about Eldari. The fact that they have a 48% win rate, but they also had 6 X and 1s.
Did you want to bring up the Meta Monday article? Because I know we were trying to talk about it yesterday, but it was a day late and we were $1 short.
No, I'm looking at it right now. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but maybe other people want to see what you're looking at.
Well, maybe they want to watch you model. That's the whole point of Wednesday. So be interesting with your modeling.
That's why I'm painting.
There you go. We get to look at you, buddy. You are the Wednesday focus.
I'm sorry, everybody.
You drive the mojo on Wednesdays. This is a hobby esque
I want to
stream.
know when you're going to start painting with me on Wednesday.
I'd
You
have to
have
get,
it in you.
I have to get an overhead cam then. I don't have another
Get
cam.
a little tripod. You can use your webcam.
I'll start painting with you.
You
People,
should.
people will look at my bad technique and learn from it. It'll
This
be
is what you don't
what
do.
not to do in painting.
No, I think we should because you had a blast. You had such a great time painting with me,
I did.
and we could be drinking wine, and we could be painting models.
I did. I painted 11 more Gretchen at Brandon's house this weekend. Brandon and Eloise combination. Also, I've never been to so many places coming home from the airport. So Brandon and Eloise picked me up from the airport, and then we stopped at every store in a 10-mile radius. We went everywhere.
I told you I had errands to run,
I didn't realize we had so many.
and we didn't even go to that many stores. And you forgot your special, $35 readers that you bought.
Fuck them. I
I'm
meant
bringing them to you when I see you next.
I'm gonna step on them. I'm so angry about them.
Let them here.
You left them here.
I might drop
Brad.
them. I literally threw
Eloise
them
is
behind
judging
me
you,
like
just
an
so you know.
80s action movie.
Eloise is judging you right
I
now.
meant to buy a $3 pair of readers, and I bought a $35 pair of light up model glasses. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use these. And then I realized that they only have the right prescription on them if I'm holding a model about 6 inches away from my face. And that is not how I want to paint. So I just put on my own glasses. It did not. Mistakes were made. As I've said before, I've been wrong, and I'll be wrong again.
Well, we couldn't even return it because when you took it to the cash register, the guy's like, "Here, old man, let me help you open
He
these."
did. He cut
And then-
everything.
And then proceeded to open them in the worst possible fashion to return something.
I thought that guy was just going to cut the glasses in half. He was just using scissors, just haphazardly, just hacking away at everything in sight. I'm like, dude, what is even going on right now? It was not. What the answer was, not good. But
I don't know if the warp talons are killing the gargoyles because aren't they starting off the table?
No. Neither one are starting off the table.
But warp talons get deep struck in.
No.
And
Then
that's
you,
their
then,
whole
you,
thing.
then you just can't make the charge. Are you just going to YOLO 9-inch charges?
No, yes. But they have heroic intervention.
Good to hear. I won't charge them. How are you going to heroic me? Heroic sucks now comparatively. The rule for heroic does suck compared to previous editions because nothing drives me crazier than when like
I read rapid ingress. That's what I meant.
3 idiots stand next to one of your characters or something. You're like, I will kick the shit out of you. Ugh, it's so annoying. Yeah, warp talents can't YOLO. They have to hit and then go. You're basically recycling your warp talents. You hit, one goes up, one basically takes its place, ready to charge. There's always a warp talent unit right behind a wall. All the time. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Probably not, actually, but whatever. If the Stones can keep playing until they're 900 years old, I can keep living and playing 40K that long.
I mean, the Beatles too, man.
I mean, that's not a good comparison. There's a bunch of them that are dead.
Well, one did get shot in the face, so.
And one just died from old age.
So, what tournament are you going to next, Brad? And what army do you think you'll be taking to that said tournament?
I'm taking orcs until something comes out that is exciting to me. I've been having a great time playing the orcs.
Do you think the new Chaos Space Marine stuff is exciting for you? Because you do like to meta jump a little bit.
I do, and I do have Chaos. Chaos was my first army. Literally the first models I bought were Chaos Terminators. So that army excites me. I guess I'll look more into it after ATC teams, to be honest with you, because I know I can't play them there. So I want to keep playing the things that I am going to play there. So basically, after my birthday on July 17th is when I will probably start looking at other shit. I'm debating on pushing on to Dark Eldar. I like playing them a lot. I played them in Arkansas and I enjoyed the crap out of it.
Do you have all the stuff you need, or are you going to have to borrow it?
I don't know. Man, I got to look more into it because like a lot of the stuff that was good isn't very good. Oh yeah, it was Roland of Gilead. Crawley's kid played custodes and did well with them. He was rocking it out. It's a big deal in that. He hung out with us too.
Yeah. We were playing Mario Kart while
Yes.
Brad vanished into the woods.
I was on your deck. You guys are such nerds. Go outside. It just drives me crazy. We play a tournament. We're inside all day. Then you're like, make sure all the windows are closed. I want to make sure that no fresh air ever gets anywhere near me.
No, it's not that. We're in Eastern Tennessee and it's like extremely humid and I don't like the humidity, so I went inside. That's
Going
it.
outside, enjoy.
I mean, I literally ate dinner outside with you guys.
It was teenage boys versus teenage boys. No, I went outside on the deck. You guys got a great deck. So it was great.
Someone clip that. We have
You have a great deck and a beautiful black wiener. So
I do have a big black wiener.
with a cone of shame on it.
And he identifies
we did take him off the cone.
Tutu's no longer has the cone of shame.
Well, for now.
he's on probation.
He's on probation.
You have Tutu's on house arrest. So their dog, Eloise and Brandon's dog, Tutu, is a black wiener dog. And it had the cone of shame because it had a paw problem. And
How did you make those faces, Fred?
no one has ever been worse wearing a cone than that dog. It was so sad to watch Tutu try to engage anything or the stairs.
Like he tries to go up the stairs and he does a backflip. He tries to chase squirrels and he drags on the ground, giving the squirrels a heads up, and just not good. He can't
Eloise,
drink water.
you said that out
cups of
loud
water.
twice and typed it in chat twice. I think Brandon's just never ever going to respond to that.
You just don't stop talking. That's why.
Yeah, you have to interrupt me. Have you?
All right.
Did you just meet me?
Yes. Who are you? Who is this guy? Why was he at my house? So how did I make these vases? So I took if you go to your local hardware store, pottery center, whatever, they have terracotta pots, plates, and all sorts of different terracotta items.
I don't
You
even know
can
what that
take your-
means. You making?
Terracotta. It's the
Are you making the? Are you making the
orange clay.
terracotta army? Are you digging them up? What's happening?
No, I'm taking the pots and then I use my Bradchester aggression and I smash it with a hammer multiple
Ooh.
times.
I like this. Keep going.
So, and what happens is you get a bunch of little chunks, and then you could take a pair of clippers and you could clip off and roughen up the edges a little bit, and you just get this look that's slate. And I was able to do 120 bases and then some for $3.
Seems good. Seems better than not $3.
Yeah, this is infinitely cheaper than 3D printing this type of style base.
So you just smash pots?
Yeah, like Zelda or Link actually.
I'm in. Did you get? Was there any treasures inside those pots? When you smashed them?
Disappointment. There was disappointment.
So much disappointment.
Eloise is bringing up my smashed remains. Hold on.
That sounds terrible. Don't say it like that.
Yeah, so you get a pot or a plate, and then you just smash into little chunks like this. This particular one had a layer of concrete in the middle, which made it slightly more durable, more difficult to deal with. But I just grabbed a pair of utility pliers and just started cutting edges off. And then you have all this debris that you can use.
And I was waiting for you to for sure chop the end of your finger off on stream with that.
There you go, Brad. Hold on. Just for you.
Huzzah!
There you go.
Just borrow a neighbor's flower pot. It's free.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you guys didn't say about playing the game? You didn't mention the fact that you effectively gave me an unplugged controller and told me to go at it.
No, you were just functionally retarded. You just did. You kept looking at my screen. You're like, I'm doing great. So we did a 4-player split screen. Brad just kept looking at my screen. He's like, I'm winning first place. And then he would find out that he was actually in the bottom right corner.
Just running
And
into a wall.
He was doing so bad, the computer picked up and allowed him to not finish in last place.
After I grabbed my bottle of wine and said, I'm through with you, just walked away.
I didn't even know that was a feature. I figured the game would just end. But Brad, the computer felt bad for you, so the computer finished your games.
As well, the computer should have, damn it. Feel done. Hey, somebody played Death Watch this weekend. 4 people did.
And how'd they do?
48%.
That's better than Maka Tao.
Yep. Better as Tao's a whole. You're just going to the hardware store, breaking something, apologizing, I'll clean it up for you. All of the things, some of the stuff.
Yeah, so like these little pots and plates you can get for a couple bucks. I mean, you could probably even find them at the dollar store.
Why isn't Righteous Crusade doing better? In Black
Well,
Templars?
there was that one guy who was on a crusade
Of love?
of winning Best Black Templar with Righteous Crusade.
Oh, God. I'm not even bringing this up. You were terrible to a person.
I was not terrible to a person.
You
Admech
were.
winning in a strong 29. Oof, that's a real number. Jesus. Oof.
I don't think Admech is as bad as everyone thinks they are.
I don't
just
either. I just Jesus, that win rate is brutal. Which one gets the junk codex? There's a potential that people think that GSC is the junk codex because it's just a hard army to play.
Could be sisters, unfortunately.
I don't
And
know.
the reason being is they had all the detachments previously, like the Valorious Heart and Bloody Rose and Our Martyred Lady. And I just, with the amount of detachments that they're actually getting, I don't think they're going to have any of that interesting flexibility with their army.
You think, but they're going to keep the index version, which is Martyred Lady, Hallowed Martyrs, or whatever the hell it is right now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's good. I want the Repenitent engine one to be good.
Her inner angry woman. I mean, the sisters did get tricked and then just put the beats on someone, so that is part of their fluff. They went full angry girl.
And anything that makes Arcoflagellants better sounds pretty good. Like we'll just give the entire army Zealot.
That's cool. I mean,
I think they're probably going to split some stuff up. I mean, I do miss Bloody Rose. They put some serious damage out. I wonder what the shenanigans, like, what do you think they're going to do with Eben and shit like that?
I don't know. There's only 4 detachments. I would love a Flamer detachment. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Eben Chalice.
Yeah, I thought their old rule was pretty dope.
Yeah, they had it where you can max it your Flamer. That was pretty cool.
They also had the Flip 6, which is pretty sweet too. I don't know. What are the codexes is everybody excited about? What about you? So I'm going to go with the Danae Valet House. What are you guys excited for codex-wise for the rest of the year?
Well, they haven't done a preview in a hot minute now, so we don't know what's actually coming out after Gene Stealer Cult and after Sisters of Battle. So between those two, we're definitely way more excited for Sisters of Battle than Gene Stealer Cult.
Out of things that aren't previewed, what would you like to have a codex come out for that you would
play? Assassin rules could be pretty cool. I would like to see a return of Legion of the Damned. That'd be fun too.
I mean, you don't even have any Legion of the Damned. Why do you care?
I don't. I have 0 Legion of the Damned models.
Are they even still embracing that? Codex Inquisition. I mean, that would be officially that. Ultramarine supplement. We haven't even got the regular books. I don't know if that's going to happen. You know what I want? A full Dark Eldar book that has Azrael Vect in it. God. The dude that's got the most lore in the game, 0 model. Boo!
That was very, very weird how he just vanished off the face of the earth
Yeah,
without a replacement model.
He used to have 2. You could take him in 2 different ways.
Yeah, he had his little transport, and then he had the freestanding Archon model.
Yep. Needs some new models. BA needs a full flesh out too.
I mean, I could be excited about Blood Angels, but they'll probably get new Sanguinary Guard.
I mean,
But if it's anything like the Dark Angels Codex, I don't know if I'm necessarily excited about it.
well, Dark Angels just didn't have enough juice.
All Dark Angels are Space Marines plus.
I get scared of the. Yeah, I mean, he did have bitches on chains. That went away. That model just David Copperfield out of nowhere.
They should do a made to order run on it.
So, what? Two different models like that Chad Tycho. Yeah, but Vex is like one of my favorite characters in the game. That dude's badass. He's basically Kaiser Soze, but with superpowers. So, pretty awesome.
But no, I mean, I'm pretty happy. Like, I was happy with all the Kroot models, except for the Kroot Hounds. I do not like those. Those are ugly. But I was still hoping for just a big Kroot model.
Oh.
And that's not going to happen until next year at the earliest, or well, next edition at the earliest.
I can't. I agree with Kara on this. He goes, I'd hope for Sanguinary Guard and a centerpiece Sanguinar. It is sucky that the Sanguinar is just a little model.
Next year.
He needs to be a boss mode. He needs to be a big ass model.
So they've already been kind of teasing it though, because if you look at they do where they show just a portion of the model on Wednesdays, and they've been showing off like ribbons holding up models, and I think that's going to be either Tycho or the Sanguinary Guard.
You know who needs
Tycho.
who needs a new model? Mephiston in the stories right now is like ultra super powered now. Like that dude has been juiced up. He's had.
Yeah, but he just got a relatively new model, no?
I know, but he needs new stat line and shit. Like that, he's like ultra juiced. Have you read any of his stuff?
No.
Yeah, he's like literally like mega powered up.
Where can we learn more about the lore, Brad?
40klorecast.com. Go to that and join my Discord. My Discord's amazing. Discord. I'm going to put a link in Discord because I'm the best at technology. And also, I definitely knew it all along that you had to create it from the welcome screen. I've always known that.
I'm glad that I pointed that out to you.
There was never a time when I thought anything else.
Never. Oh, here we go. We got a note from Eloise. We got to flip it upside down there.
So, no, but I want the... Blood Angels have a lot of flavor. I just want them to...
Eloise wants you to like and subscribe onto this napkin.
We like and subscribe to the 30-minute mark there. We were doing so much better.
Mark.
So, are you going to review lists this week? I'm going to check, to be honest with you. If we have a shit ton of lists.
There's at least 6. And I know Eloise wants to submit a list. I'm going to submit a list.
If we've got 5 lists that are fixable and exciting, I will do a fix my list tomorrow.
Okay. So,
and I'm not going anywhere.
I'll fix my list tomorrow if we have an
40K
exciting
lore
list.
cats, exactly.
It won't be exciting, but it'll be my list.
Yeah, let's talk about Eloise's list because right now, so we built her list for Rocky Top, and that's player place terrain. And the next event we'll likely play in is GW format terrain. So we want to fix her list in a way that will reflect the change of terrain.
We'll probably go down to double Cassie for one.
Well, when are we going to talk about it? Tomorrow at 2?
Oh, we can do it tomorrow too. I'll set it up right now.
Okay. So fix your list tomorrow too, and people, where can they fix their list and submit their list, Brad?
They can go to the DOG Discord and go to Fix My Fucking List, Brad, and submit it there.
And do you have a link to join the Death or Glory Discord?
Yes, I do.
Put up the slide with the QR code.
Eloise says you should put up the slide with the QR codes.
Yeah, you're really pushing your stuff on that one. I have to find where that is and go with it. Do I create?
We give you the technology, Brad. That's all.
Yeah, but I don't have it up right now. I got to be prepared for this stuff. I can't just make it happen all willy-nilly.
Sure you can. I believe in you.
I don't. I don't believe in me at all. I believe I can fly. And it doesn't work out that often.
Probability. If you want me to talk about lists, I will talk about my tile list too.
And we'll talk about 40 key lure cats. But all of the things.
That works too.
Brad prepared Chester. I was prepared for what we're doing right now.
Brad did give me a call like 3 minutes before we were supposed to start, and I was outside priming these models or bases.
You know what we have to do. That for a change, it is a real thing on that. So
I do want to know, so you were talking about some ways you may modify your list moving forward. So what do you think you're going to take the Atlantic City Open? So that's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I'm going to take the same list I took to Rocky Top, but I might put in Zod Smasher Kung Fu Grip Gretchen Machine instead of 5 Flash Kids, just to have some options with shenanigans, because he's got Scout 9, and that +1 to hit, +1 to wound for a unit of Gretchen actually is a real thing. And the fact that during the WOG, he just moves 12, which is huge.
So it just allows you to surprise, get people. There you go. Drop all the trash at 3 stop
I
lists.
don't even think, oh my God, that sounds like the worst thing that's ever happened. I hate big bottles so much.
Also, probability, why are you in this chat right now? Go enjoy the beach. He's currently like on the Gulf right now, sipping margaritas, eating shrimp tacos, and
I mean,
why are you watching our why are you watching
because
our
he's
YouTube?
probably in a fucking deck chair just chilling.
He probably is.
That sounds awesome.
I mean, not gonna lie, I'm just jealous. I want to go on the beach.
I'm in a dark room drinking
You
nonsense.
have 3 days worth of vacation.
Yep. You want to go to the beach right now? Book a flight to Pensacola.
You should definitely go to the beach right. Drop what you're doing right this second. Just fucking
Well, we got to buy a plane ticket first.
flip the table. Nope, you buy it at the thing. I got super sick at Maryland one year in Baltimore, and I wanted to change my flight, and I was having all kinds of things with the app, and I showed up and bought a ticket for the flight at the actual desk, and the people looked so insanely confused at what the hell I was doing. Like, you don't buy tickets here. like you used to all the time.
Back in the day, back in 1920.
Yes, but they were like so wildly confused that I wanted to buy a ticket for a plane. Like, what? We don't do that. We don't even interact with people. Go away.
We could get a nonstop to Orlando in June for $58.
I mean, you should take that and immediately go to Disney.
Disney's overrated.
Complexion of a ghost, yeah.
I mean,
Exactly, KR. Used to buy with cash, too. That is true story.
I don't even think you could buy a plane ticket with cash nowadays.
Oh, you'll be put on instantly on a list.
Yeah.
You will instantly be the target of a random screening. So they're gonna search your butthole for sure. It's not gonna be a great pick for you.
When is the Atlantic City Open exactly? Maybe I can, because there's beach there.
It's not a real
You will
beach. It's
not
Jersey,
convince
man. Do you accept money
It's
orders?
for Vegas.
It is. Well, I
That's
mean,
how you sold it to me.
it is poor people in
How do you
Vegas.
think you go now?
All right, Brad. You've been to Atlantic City. You've been to Vegas. You've been to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Which is the worst?
Ooh, that's tough. I haven't really been to Pigeon Forge though. You guys didn't take me yet to see Pirate.
I offered, and then you said I'm poor, so we did it.
True story.
And then we just painted models and.
I said I'd have to sneak into the show. I didn't know how well it was going to work.
I mean, you could be one of the midget wrestlers.
I mean, how do you know I'm not? I got to pay the bills somehow.
It would pay way more than coaching, I think.
Midget wrestling?
Yeah.
You know, I love that every time we go to end a stream, it's always on the weirdest note.
Do you
So-
accept money orders, Brad?
I do. Traveler's
Do,
checks also. All right. Turn your hand so we can Queens wave ourselves out
Here,
of here.
let me show off all the bases that I did manage to paint before the end of the stream. There
Hell
you go.
yeah.
So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to finish getting gray on them, let them fully dry. I'm going to do a bit of dry brush of beige and a lighter gray just to add some differences in undertone and texture. Give them a wash, put some more dry brush on them, they'll be done. These will be done by today.
What
And then I
about
can start cutting all the crude bases off
no
and putting them
glitter?
on here.
That makes me disappointed. Glitter
What
them
makes you-
up.
Glitter? Maybe. Maybe I'll glitter one just for you.
Thank you. And on that note, everybody, thanks for hanging out.
Thank
with
you for
us.
joining.
Deuces.